Welcome, everybody, to the May 4th Barrow County Board of Education meeting. It's nice to be back with a live audience again. This is exciting. Things are coming back slowly and surely back to normal. We're going to start out the night with our welcome and invocation and pledge. Mr. Bailey.
Would you pray with me, please? Oh God, we do thank you for today. We thank you for the blessings of life. Lord, I just want to lift up the family and the students, the teachers, the friends of the students that lost their life this past weekend, Lord. What a terrible thing, and just know that they're being prayed for or thought of, and Lord, that they're being comforted by you, most of all. Lord, I just ask you to be with the board tonight as we make decisions that affect our school district. Everybody from the taxpayers, students, parents, our employees, everyone, Lord, just help us to make the right decision. May it be pleasing to you. Just be with us tonight, Lord. Thank you for loving us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. Move on. First of all, need a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Second.
Ms. Stevens. Ms. Maloof, second. All in favor? Okay. Next, approval of the agenda for today.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Bailey, Ms. Stevens, all in favor? Okay. Committee reports. We held our Teacher of the Year final get together this morning, and we've got some exciting news that we'll share on Friday. So we're excited about that. We had great candidates. It was really an exceptional morning. So looking forward to everybody getting to meet our new Teacher of the Year. Clean School, no meetings of Clean Schools. We're going to go out and visit schools for a final time at the end of the year. So we're looking forward to that. Dr. McMichael, some recognitions.
Absolutely. It's nice to do recognitions again and have people to actually give them to in person. So it's great. Thank you all for being our inaugural group to come in and be live. So we're doing, as Chairman said, we're doing small groups till the end of the year, and then we'll hopefully be able to open back up when we come back in August to a full house, so to speak. But at this time, I'd like to ask Shinley Roundtree to come up and start us off with the recognitions.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. McMichael, the board. Peach State Federal Credit Union's Dan Cromer Scholarship began in 1998 upon Mr. Cromer's retirement as superintendent to honor his legacy of dedicated service to the Barrow community. Mr. Cromer served in a variety of roles for our school system from 1978 to 1998, 20 years. He was superintendent from 1992 to 1998 and was a strong advocate for children and teachers throughout his career. He was instrumental in bringing the credit union to Barrow County and actively served on the Peach State Federal Credit Union's Board of Directors from 1994 to 2014. Mr. Cromer was a servant leader on many committees and boards in Barrow County, and his leadership will be missed. He passed away peacefully on February 13th of this year, but his legacy lives on. This year, the Dan Cromer Memorial Scholarship of $2,500 is being awarded to Mallory Fields, a senior at Winterboro High School. She is the daughter of Don and Robin Fields. They met this afternoon to pass on the check with their family at the school. Mallory completed 4 pathways while at Winterboro High School. These were in healthcare, early childhood education, food, nutrition and wellness, and French. She has been accepted to Augusta University and will pursue a bachelor's degree in radiologic technology with a specialization in oncology and research. Mallory's counselor, Ms. Angela Bruce, describes Mallory as a delightful young woman who gets along well with others, has a positive attitude, and has a passion for making a difference in the world. The Barrow County School System and the Peach State Federal Credit Union extend our sincere congratulations to Mallory on her many accomplishments and in her future career pursuit as a radiologic technologist.
Wood?
There's a picture, if you can share the picture, Suzanne. Good evening, and it's my honor to be here tonight to recognize two outstanding teachers in our CTAE program. Appalachia High School, Brooke Lewis Slamkova, and at Winder Barrow High School, Christy Glaze. Both of these programs just recently received industry certification in the state of Georgia. Under the direction of these instructors, these programs received $10,000 each. So each school received a $10,000 grant this year that was used to update their classroom and lab equipment. Each teacher was responsible for creating digital portfolios documenting 3 years worth of student accomplishments, lesson plans, enhancements, awards from their CTSO, which is FCCLA, Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. They had to hold a visit where a team comes in and reviews all of their documents, meets with their advisory committee members, hears presentations from their students. And so they passed both of these and received their stamp of approval for industry certification for their food, nutrition, and science pathways. So we're very proud of these two outstanding teachers and all of the hard work, hours and hours that went into this to get this huge accomplishment this year. So I wanted just to take an opportunity to recognize them and just tell them thank you for all of the hard work here in Barrow County Schools. So thank you.
That is the key words you said there, Dr. Wood, are a lot of work, because that is a lot of work, and that is no small accomplishment at all. So I have the pleasure of handing out a few tonight also. One is not actually on our list. We knew it was coming at some point, but it was a little bit of a surprise when it got here. So this is, let me read what we have. We have a letter here from the University of Georgia Public Service and Outreach, along with, in conjunction with Georgia Trend Magazine. It says, "Dear Dr. McMichael, once again, congratulations on being chosen to receive the 2021 Georgia Trend for the Future Award. Unfortunately, our Public Service and Outreach will not be able to hold an awards luncheon as initially planned, and therefore are unable to celebrate the accomplishments of your community. However, there was an article in the April 2021 issue of the Georgia Trend Magazine, and they also have a link for online. On behalf of the University of Georgia's Public Service and Outreach and Georgia Trend Magazine, please accept the enclosed award in recognition of your continued commitment to improving the quality of life for Georgia citizens." So this is just really a prestigious award for the school system and actually the whole community, the chamber and everyone. So in Georgia Trend, if you have a subscription, we are featured. Got to hold chickens and play with chickens during that photo shoot. So that was a great day. Been quite a while since I've done that. And so to present to the school system here also is a very nice trophy. 2021 for the Future Awards for Barrow County Grow It, Know It. Presented in recognition of outstanding community collaboration, leadership, and innovation. So this is the school system award. We are very proud to receive that on behalf of the school system and the entire Barrow community, and all the folks that have put just a lot of hard work into making sure that we're giving the best for our kids and our teachers experience wise. So just a really nice nod there. And board members, you all have a copy of the article in your packets tonight also. All right, so kind of been along the same thing. As a matter of fact, when they came in, I thought they were the same thing. I'd like to call Nicole Brunk with our school food nutrition, actually our newly voted on, and she'll be taking over the reins for Pamela Flott as our school food nutrition director. So congratulations again on your selection on that. And we have a letter about you all also. This is from the Georgia DOE. signed by Mr. Gary Black, Georgia Commissioner of Agriculture, Ms. Misty Friedman, Georgia Farm to School Director, Mr. Richard Woods, the Georgia School Superintendent, and Dr. Lynette Dodson, who is the Georgia School Nutrition Director for the state. We're excited to announce you are receiving the 2020 vision signed for your district because your school nutrition program has excelled in meeting the 2020 vision for school nutrition. Leaders within the agriculture, education, and public health sectors joined together in December of 2015 to discuss a plan to increase the presence of more nutritious local foods in Georgia's cafeterias. The Georgia Department of Education School Nutrition Program and the Georgia Department of Agriculture are celebrating your farm to school success with meeting that 2020 vision to include Georgia grown foods in at least 20% of each school meal in Georgia. You are one extraordinary example of Georgia School Food Nutrition Program that is committed to the vision of regularly serving fresh local foods and working collaboratively with school nutrition professionals and agriculture producers across the state of Georgia. Since March of 2020, Georgia school nutrition programs have served over 187 million school meals to Georgia students. The Georgia Department of Education and the Georgia Department of Agriculture know that school nutrition is a valuable partner in education. School nutrition program provides three main areas of support: quality meals, student and community engagement, and professional development. Farm to School helps integrate these main three areas into school meals that aid in providing coordinated support across the state for higher student achievement. In the 2019-2020 school year alone, over $59 million were spent on Georgia grown foods that were served in school meals across our state. I think a lot of those were here because we really went above and beyond. The months and years of collaboration efforts between you and our state agencies have positively impacted our communities and students, and those successes are worth sharing with your entire school community. Congratulations on your success and being named a 2020 Vision District. To commemorate that, we also have another very nice memento. Science's 2020 Vision, School Nutrition Participating System, Georgia Grown, and doing Georgia Art. So on behalf of the school nutrition, I'll give that to our school nutrition director. And great job. The ladies and gentlemen out in our schools, nutrition, school nutrition are true heroes. And nothing showed it more than this year. When everybody else was in quarantine and doing other things, these folks were out handing out meals and getting them into kids' hands and families' hands across the district and across the state. But ours is just a little bit better than everybody else. The state is always. But just phenomenal folks, and cannot appreciate them enough. And under your leadership, they're going to go even further. So thank you very much. All right. And last but definitely not least, start us off. We have some great awards here. The STAR Student and Teacher Recognition. I'm just going to give you a little background. The Student Teacher Achievement Recognition, or STAR, program honors Georgia's highest achieving high school seniors and the teachers who have been most instrumental in their academic development. And since this is Teacher Appreciation Week, I can't think of a better time to announce these. Since its creation in 1958 by the Georgia Chamber of Commerce, the STAR program has honored nearly 30,000 high school seniors who have in turn chosen their STAR teachers to share in the recognition. Every accredited high school in Georgia is eligible to participate in this preeminent student-teacher academic recognition. To obtain the STAR nomination, high school seniors must have the highest score on any single test date of the three-part SAT taken through the November test date of their senior year and be in the top 10% or top 10 students of their class based on GPA. Nominees' SAT scores must be equal to or higher than the latest available national average on the critical reading, math, and writing sections. Each high school STAR student is asked to name his or her STAR teacher. And that's one of the most, to me, anytime that a student nominates a teacher for that teacher and that educator, that is the highest honor that you can ask. That lets you know immediately that you've made an impact. And sometimes we don't know the impact we make as educators until years down the road, but this one lets you know right away. So that is amazing. Region winners and their STAR teachers are invited to Atlanta to compete for the State STAR Scholarship and Awards. So with that, I would like to first hand over the mic to Ms. Jennifer Martin. She's the principal at Appalachia High School to recognize Appalachia's STAR student, and she will be followed by Mr. Craig Martin, who is assistant principal at Winder-Barrow High School. I know Winder-Barrow is having their honors night tonight also, so a lot of honors for our Winder-Barrow High School kids going on tonight to present the nominee for that. It's all yours.
Good evening. Do you want to hand this to me?
Dr. McMichael, members of the Board of Education, thanks for having us tonight. It feels good to be back out here. I wanted to just kind of reiterate something so powerful that students who are STAR students spend a lot of time thinking about the impact of a teacher. And just to the teachers who were chosen tonight, your work is phenomenal. And just, I'm so honored to even get a chance to present tonight, both at Windermere High School and at Appalachia High School. The choices are just incredible educators. And for one student to choose you from a K-12 experience is truly the most prestigious honor you could receive. And so congratulations. And also to the families who are here supporting our students along the way. It just takes all of us to create success and opportunities for our students. And so I'm very proud to introduce to you tonight, Mr. Ishan Patel as Appalachia High School STAR student. Ishan is heading out. Come on up. Ishan will be graduating, of course, with us on May 26th, not just with a high school diploma, but with 2 associate's degrees from North Georgia. He is heading out to Georgia Tech after he completes high school. And Ishan just has always taken every opportunity. He's worked hard since the minute I've known him, and he just makes me proud in our hallways and in our classrooms. And what's great and what sets him apart is opportunity. When there was one presented to him, he took it. And he worked hard every day and made the most out of everything. Dual enrollment opportunities, AP opportunities, the nice blend of his transcript. He's just an incredible young man. And I look forward to following him along and celebrating him over this next month with senior honors and Appalachia's Honors Night. He's also our class valedictorian. And so he has worked incredibly hard. And so I'm going to let Ishan share a little bit about who his STAR teacher is. And then she'll be coming up to share a little bit about Ishan's impact on her. So thank you guys so much. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. I'd first like to thank Ms. Martin for the big introduction. My name's Ishan. I have the honor of introducing my STAR teacher this year, which is, of course, Ms. Jessica Knight. Ms. Knight taught me all the way back in elementary school at Yargo Elementary. It was the 4th and 5th grade. I was a part of her gifted segment back then, and eventually I moved on to being a part of her accelerated math class as well. So she had a pretty big impact on both my early reading and math skills. So oftentimes elementary school teachers can be overlooked for these types of awards just because they taught us so long ago. But looking back over, the 13 years I spent in this school system, I think Ms. Knight is definitely the one who had the biggest impact and who led me here today. I still remember some of the elaborate projects that she would make up in 4th and 5th grade gifted class. And she would always encourage us to think outside of the box, which is something I believe is very important. I'd like to consider myself a more creative person as a direct result of Ms. Knight's teaching, which is something I believe goes beyond, something as quantifiable as an SAT score, and is even something that will impact me for the rest of my life. So altogether, I'd like to give a big thank you to Ms. Knight for giving me that push all those years ago. And without it, I don't think I'd be here today.
Never know where the reach is going to go.
You're absolutely right.
Okay, first of all, I'm totally honored to be standing up here right now for this. This is my 10th year of teaching, and kind of coincidentally, 5 years ago, I was also up here for Teacher of the Year. So I had no idea I would definitely be recognized for that so early in my career, and I surely didn't think I would be recognized for this at this point in my career as well. So I'm very honored to be standing up here. I'm very blessed to know that my calling is to teach. I know what I try to do, and it kind of piggybacks off some of the things he said, and just hearing it from Ishan. One of the things I try to do as a teacher, like my main priority is focus on my planning and the engagement, and the activities and lessons I create. I feel like that's the number one priority. And if I don't have a student's engagement, then they're not going to learn. So it's about activating their thinking, being interactive, or having them being interactive, which is going to lead to them learning. And then, of course, that's also going to lead to memories such as the ones that Ishan shared. So I'm glad to hear that from him. Obviously, I can't necessarily give all the credit to myself. I know as teachers and educators, we're technically superheroes, kind of, but we work as a team. So it's the teachers, the educators, the students, and the parents who work together to make a child's success possible. And so I will first say to Mr. and Mrs. Patel, you've raised a phenomenal young man. After pictures, I'd like to get some of your secrets in that. But as far as like Ishan and kind of the strong things I remember, granted it was so kind of several years ago, is his motivation. And that's huge. So I know, like he mentioned, I taught him in 4th and 5th grade. And so I have a quote kind of about motivation, and it really, I feel fits like what I saw from Ishan day in and day out. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. And every day, every minute I had Ishan, just his motivation was there. Always hardworking. And obviously we see the success that he's come upon. And I will say, I believe that if this is correct, he got the perfect score on the math SAT. And if I remember correctly, he also made a perfect score on some standardized testing in 5th grade as well. So to achieve something like that, like a perfect score, the amount of attention to detail and just the motivation to achieve something like that is exceptional. So just to have that motivation is just so powerful. And especially with how he's done it since I've known him and even now. So it's very impressive. And I will say I clearly remember some of his peers that I taught with him, and I've taught in 2 other counties. And I will say there's been no county like this county and the motivation that I've seen among some of the students that I've taught in this county, the 8 years of my 10 that I've been here. So Ishan, thank you so much for this honor. I would say good luck, but you're not really going to need it. So back to my quote, just keep doing things consistently like you've been doing since I've taught you in 4th grade, and even more success will come your way. I'm very blessed to have been your teacher. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Patel, for your support the years that I taught Ishan, and I know he will continue to make us proud as he gets ready to begin this next chapter.
Thank you, Ms. Knight. Just a quick shout out to Ishan's parents. Thank you both for what you've done. And thank you also for what you've done with the community. I know the jobs you've created, and whenever there's a need, you guys are always willing to give to the community. So I personally really appreciate that.
Ms. Knight, how long have you been teaching when you taught this incredible individual here?
I will leave, so I taught him.
And you've been a teacher how long?
This is my 10th.
Congratulations again. Well deserved. Members of the board, Dr. Michael, good to see you all this evening here as we paddled our way up to the board office for our first in-person meeting in a while. As Dr. Michael mentioned a little earlier, Madison could not be here tonight due to being at Honors Night at Winder Barrow, but we wanted to make sure that you folks knew, and also the greater Barrow County community knew, what a great student we have and how it is our honor to have her in our building every day. Madison Reeves is in the top 5 in our graduating class here at Wyneboro High School of approximately 450 students overall. She is attending the University of Georgia this fall, where she's going to major in psychology and try to earn her Master's of Education in Professional Counseling. She has worked in numerous extracurricular activities at Wyneboro High School, primarily at the yearbook staff for 2 years as our copy editor. But also she was our school's Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership State Ambassador this in 2019. She's a class of 2021 Georgia Certificate of Merit winner as well. And she also attended the President's Scholarship Competition at Georgia College and State University and was offered the Vera Vincent Scholarship for Liberal Arts and Sciences. She's involved in many of our clubs at Wyneboro High School. Some of the ones she's most proud of are the National Honor Society, the Beta Club, and our Gender Equity Alliance program. Madison chose Miss Jessie Steedley as her star teacher this year. Ms. Steedley was Madison's academic advisor for all 4 years of high school and also had the privilege of teaching her chemistry. And I've had the privilege of knowing Ms. Steedley for a long time. She and I have taught together at Wyneboro High School many years. And one of the things that really characterizes Ms. Steedley, I'm going to go off script for just a moment, is her compassion for students. Her empathy that exudes from her that you can pick up when you walk into her classroom every day. You can tell that she puts her children first. It brings back that old adage of they don't care what you know until they know what you care, that you care about them. And when you walk into Ms. Steedley's room, you feel that the projects they do, the lab experiments they do, they're able to cultivate a classroom community. And that's really what you want to see in a classroom. And Ms. Steedley has been fortunately at Wyneboro High School for 16 years. She's taught a combination of courses, biology, physical science, chemistry, and physics. Those last two still make me kind of break out in a cold sweat when I think about those. She has a bachelor's degree in science education from the University of Georgia, and she has a master's degree in educational technology from Walden University. She's also gifted certified through the Georgia, Northeast Georgia RESA program. And it is my honor to, we'll be playing a video here in just a moment, to introduce Madison and then let Ms. Steedley speak as well.
So first off, I'd like to say thank you for the honor of being recognized at this board meeting, even though I'm unfortunately not there to attend in person. And I'd also like to take a moment to introduce Wyneboro's star teacher this year, who is Ms. Steedley. Ms. Steedley has been my academic advisor for all 4 years of high school. And she's truly been there for me through everything, both the good and the bad. No matter if I was having a rough day or if I was anxious for an upcoming test, I knew I could always go to her and she would listen to me openly and understand what I had to say, and completely relate to what I was going through. High school is a challenge for everyone, which makes a teacher like Ms. Steedley all the more important. She's ever the optimist, and she's always challenged me to see the good in every bad or stressful situation. And as the years went by and the academic stakes got higher, I found that what every successful student needs is a teacher that believes they can achieve anything they put their minds to. And Ms. Steedley is definitely this teacher for me, and I know she's this teacher for so many other students at Wyneboro. And in addition to being my advisor, I was also lucky enough to have her as my chemistry teacher. And she made a normally difficult subject exciting, and she dedicated herself to supporting all of her students. And that's a rare quality to find in a teacher. And it's one of the things that, impresses me most about her. And for all of these reasons, she is this year's star teacher. So without further ado, Ms. Jessie Steedley.
Well, I might cry. Bless her heart. I am not awesome off the cuff. You can ask my small group. I used to write my prayers before I would read them out. So I did write a little something about Maddie that I'm going to read to you. I have known her since 9th grade when she was assigned in my advisement class. And I very, very quickly realized that Maddie was a very exceptional student and she was going to make a huge mark on this world. Just wait, it's going to be awesome. When I made my progress checks with them, my whole advisement group is awesome, but Maddie really stuck out. She had 100s in all of her classes. And if she had a 99, it was like the end of the world. And I would have to calm her down, be like, Maddie, this is amazing, honey. Just love it and embrace it. It's a 99, but it would tear her up. So that probably is one of the things that she was speaking about when she said I would get her through these struggles. She would often ask me what her class rank. Ms. Steely, what is my class rank? I need to know, what is it? And she was number one for at least 3 years, I believe. But I think she was the top 5 is what she is now. I'm not sure which one, but that is pretty impressive that she maintained that for those 4 years. Let's see, I did teach her chemistry. I was actually super nervous about teaching her chemistry because she is very, very intelligent. And I was worried about the questions that she would ask me. And she did stump me often on her questions. And I would have to be like, I don't know, Maddie, I'm going to have to look that up, and we'd find the answers together. So that was pretty awesome. I can't wait till she goes to college with this infinite amount of knowledge that's out there that she can dive right into. Maddie's determination to set amazing academic goals for herself and reach them, she reaches them. It fascinates me. I have never known a student as intelligent and as driven and as well-rounded as Maddie. Aside from the academics, she mentioned that I've known her for these 4 years and we've just gotten to know each other very, very well. She trips me out. She is hilarious. I'm going to get to see her tomorrow. I've been out for a little bit because I had surgery, and I'm so excited to see her and that whole group tomorrow because I know she's going to say something funny, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to laugh and carry on and have a great time. So we just have a really good relationship, and I look forward to continuing that after she graduates. I want to know what she's doing. I want her to tell me all about college life and all of that stuff past high school. I'm so thankful to have got to know Maddie these last 4 years. She knows I'm here for her through anything. I'm extremely proud of her and the young woman that she has become. I have no doubt in my mind that college will be some of the best years of her life. She and I have spoken about how excited she is to get out of it. Not get out of Winder, but get out of a small community. She wants to meet a bunch of people. She wants to meet new people, have new experiences, and she's so super excited about going to UGA to do that. And that all I had was that I know that she's going to be the most excellent counselor, one of the most excellent counselors in Georgia once she graduates from UGA. And if she was here, I would tell her I'm so proud of her. Hopefully I'm going to hop over to honors night and tell her in person. So congratulations, Maddie.
Thank you all, especially both our teachers also. I think you heard there that the advisor piece was just as important there as the other, and it is what we role model and how we help guide our students on both sides. Appalachia and in 4th grade also is paramount. And to end it up, I'd like to invite our partner in this, Mr. Tommy Jennings, man who needs no introduction. He is the president of the Barrow County Chamber, and they sponsor a lot of things to do with STAR student. And so they're our partner in this. And Tommy, I'll let you bring it home for us.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. McMichael. And just thank you very much. I'll be very brief, but we do partner with the Barrow County school system on a lot of things. This is one of the things that makes us proud because the accomplishments of Maddie and Ishan shine a bright light on the entire school system and on the entire community. These accomplishments and the residual effects that their teachers have on these students are just amazing. We're very proud. We're very, very proud as the chamber, as the business community here in Barrow County for all that you do, and we congratulate you. So on behalf of the Professional Association of Georgia Educators, the Page Foundation, and the STAR Student Achievement Recognition Program, we do have certificates here. Of course, Maddie is not here, but we're proud and delighted to be able to recognize her for her certificate. And also would like for Jessie Steely, if you would come back just to receive your teacher award for the STAR student and your high school winner, and congratulations. We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
And also Ishan, if you will come forward, we have your student award as the system winner. Congratulations. It takes an entire family, and we know that your family has been a big part of it. we're proud to be just a small part of it. So congratulations with your Star Award there. And also, Ms. Knight, for you as well, the honors that you have and the accolades that Ishan has heaped upon you are well deserved, and obviously so is this. So we want to congratulate you. Well done for your job too. Thank you all very much.
Dr. McMichael, before we move forward, I would be wrong not to recognize Jessie myself. Ms. Steedley and I graduated from high school together. We are both proud members of the graduating class of 2000 from Wyandotte High School. And Jessie has always been a wonderful mentor in this community. My daughter was one of Jessie's students. And to this day, she remembers things that she taught her and that she said to her. And my daughter actually is at University of Georgia right now pursuing a degree in education. And Jessie was instrumental in that. So I feel like I personally owe you some gratitude as well. So thank you for your service. Thank you.
And Jessie, I was going to say the same thing. You know, you're my stepdaughter's favorite teacher too. Now she just wants to hang out with you. But.
Great teachers have impacts that go far beyond the classroom. That is definitely true. And now we have to get those folks, when they get their education and counseling degrees, to come back to Barrow and join either you or the Appalachia staff also. So that'll be great. Also want to take a second just to recognize our Ms. Persinger is our Page representative, and Page is part of one of our partners in the STAR student also.
All right. Congratulations again, everybody. Thank you so much for coming.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam. Congratulations.
Bye, Jessie. She plays good softball too.
You're welcome.
Dr. Green. Nothing to add tonight. Okay. Ms. Houston.
That's a tough show to follow.
Yeah, it will not be entertaining at all. Maybe a little.
Just start with the
You're
slide.
just fun.
I'll start
anyway.
with SPLOST.
Yeah, you're fun.
Fund finances. In March, the government sent out the third stimulus check, and it did what it was intended to do, stimulate the economy. And we set another record at $1,463,300,364, which is up 27% from the previous year, 36% from 2019, 46% from 18, 54% from 2017, and 67% from 2016. All right. And then for our financial, our fund balance at April 2021 was $40,114,527. Our revenues year to date, $116,607,818. Our total expenditures year to date, $109,261,819. Revenues for the month, $8,048,517, and total expenditures for the month, $12,224,542. So you see the blue line is our target at 83%. Our revenues are a little bit more and our expenses a little bit less.
Looks good.
Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Looking forward.
Yes. Oh, wait, I have something else. I forgot about this one. All right. Dr. Bowling, who is the SPED director, we are asking, okay. We wanted you to be aware that we are changing our Medicaid billing provider in 2022. Our current is SES, or Medicaid Provider Services, and we are going to be switching to Asset Works Risk Management Go Solutions. The yearly cost will be under $25,000, so no board approval is necessary. We are changing based on cost mainly, but also use of the billing platform that our speech pathologists use. And That's all I needed you to know.
So basically, we're saving money and making this easier for our folks to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Pearl? No? Okay. Dr. Moulton? Okay. Ms. Beggs? Okay. We've got some new business to discuss and vote on that was not included in the consent agenda. First of all, from Holston Beck Elementary, we had a cabling bid that John Sinclair brought to us last week. The superintendent recommends awarding the bid for Holston Beck data cabling to Tech Optics of Winder, Georgia, in the amount of $74,384.82 with a move add change allowance of $7,500 for a total authorization of $81,884.82. Can I get a motion to approve that?
Question.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Question.
Discussion.
Discussion, yeah.
Sure.
Since it is new business, and I brought this to, it was brought to my attention anyway, that, when we don't go necessarily with a low bid, that, there's information that needs to be gleaned from this. And we talked about it at length in our work session. Some people don't watch the work session or don't come to the work session back in the day. And they want to understand why we do what we do.
Absolutely.
And if y'all got your email, Dr. McMichael and John St. Clair sent out a lot of information that went into the reason for taking this bid over another bid that was deemed cheaper, but there's cost and there's cost. And I'm now comfortable with the information I got to go ahead and move forward with it.
Excellent.
Absolutely. We always want to be as transparent and answer as many questions as possible. So. glad that-
The email was very thorough, and I too appreciated that. You guys do a great job of being a good steward of the taxpayers' money, so thank you for that.
We're blessed with great people.
So we did have an approval. Okay. To move on to policy revision BCBI, public.
Yeah, Bill, you got a motion second.
We had a motion and a second. All in favor? Policy revision BCBI, public participation board meetings. Dr. Michael, the superintendent recommends changing to policy BCBI, public participating in board meetings be placed on the table for public comment until the next regularly scheduled meeting. That was placed on the table?
No, it hasn't been placed yet. You all had some questions about part of it, and I again sent you out kind of a revision on that. Not really for the policy exactly, but for the underlying regulation that would be under it. So I heard back from a couple of you in a positive manner, and so I just want to see if there's any more discussion on that before we put it on the table.
Ms. Stevens, were you okay with it?
Yes, I am. I appreciate the work that was done on this. I think it makes it much more transparent to the folks we report to, or the citizens of Bear County. And I also think that it was very well written, much more so than a lot of policies I've seen that come from the state. So thank you for that. And I do think because we've received requests recently that this would be a good thing to lay on the table for 30 days.
Yeah.
Or until our next meeting.
Stay on the table till the next board meeting.
Okay.
Right.
Make a motion, I'll second.
All in favor? All right, move on to the consent agenda. First of all, we have policy revision IHF 6 graduation requirements entering fall of 2008, 09 and thereafter. Dr. Moe brought to the table. Superintendent recommends removing policy IHF 6 graduation requirements from public review and approving said policy. We have AP Physics textbook adoption. Dr. Jennifer Wood, the superintendent recommends a textbook college physics for the AP Physics 1 course number 40-08310 be removed from the table and approved. We have AP Chemistry textbook adoption. Superintendent recommends a textbook Chemistry AP Edition course number 40-05300 be removed from the table and approved. Jason Ayers brought some bus bids. The superintendent recommends approval of 3 72-passenger buses without air conditioning from Rush Enterprises and 2 new bus 48-passenger special need buses with air conditioning from Peach State Truck Center for a total of 5 buses based on overall quality of the bid, including after the sales service. Bus bonds, $386,100 and special purpose local option sales tax for education, East Floss, $76,670 for a total of $462,770. A note, the video and radio equipment are included in the RFP for bidding. In a district copier bid brought forward by John Sinclair, the superintendent recommends awarding the contract for copier services to Standard Office Systems of Duluth, Georgia, in the amount of $247,127.64 per year. We had another cabling bid. The superintendent recommends awarding the bid for low voltage data cabling for Auburn Elementary to PowerLink Technologies of Winder, Georgia, in the amount of $12,995 with a move, add, change allowance of $1,500 for a total of $14,495. We have the state closeout resolution for Statham Elementary renovation project. Superintendent recommends final closeout of the Statham Elementary School renovation project. We have the state closeout resolution for Westside Middle. Superintendent recommends the final closeout of the Westside Middle School renovation and modification project. We have the state closeout resolution for Massa. The superintendent recommends final closeout of the Barrow Arts and Sciences project. We have the state closeout resolution for Appalachia High HVAC project. Superintendent recommends final closeout of the Appalachia High School HVAC modification project. We have the 2020 summer renovation project change order. Superintendent recommends a change order in the amount of $1 million to the 2020 summer renovation projects contract. We have the Appalachia High School shelving. Superintendent recommends accepting the bid from Georgia Institutional Furnishings to refresh shelving at Appalachia High School Media Center during the renovations over the summer. Total cost will be approximately $41,461. We're also asking for a contingency of $4,140 for adjustments in the quantity and permission to go to the next lowest bid if product standards or timeliness of delivery become an issue. In the West Side Middle classroom furniture, the superintendent recommends accepting the highlighted price line item on the attached bid tabulation sheets for classroom furniture in the new wing of West Side Middle School. Total cost will be approximately $112,661. We're also asking for a contingency of $11,500 for adjustments in the quantity and permission to go to the next lowest bid if product standards and timeliness of delivery become an issue. We have the general fund tentative budget. The superintendent is requesting the board approve the fiscal year 2022 budget of $142,860,070. Finally, policy KCA, public participation in board meetings. Superintendent recommends rescinding policy KCA, public participation in board meetings. This policy, along with policy BCBI, are being replaced with an updated policy BCBI, public participation in board meetings. Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
We have Mr. Bailey, Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yes. I want to point out to those who may be listening online that the policy KCA, public participation in board meetings, actually improves, and this I think should have been done ages ago, improves access to boards if folks want to come to us with issues, because you no longer have to do 72 hours. You can do 24 hours in advance to come and appear before the board. And that, we really haven't said that, but that's what the policy says. And I think that's a great thing for the folks in Barrow County who sometimes want to appear before the board, but don't realize they need to do that until 3 days before, so they'll change it to 24 hours in advance.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. Any other discussion? Okay. Do we, all in favor of the?
Yeah.
Okay. All All right, authorizations for committees. We discussed the teacher of the year. We really don't have anything else imminent. With that said, we're going to move into executive session. Discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action, or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or the interview applicants for the position of superintendent.
Yes.
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 Yes.